Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Next on Deck. It's me, it's the GREG. I need to change my name because I am no longer the wrongfully ousted one, but it's all right. It's okay. We'll get to that later. Joining me today, of course, is the man himself, Mr. Rivers. How you doing today, sir?
Thank you. Hi, good folks. I'm good today, actually. I'm good. Things are a little different now that I'm at a new location for the job, so I'm actually good today.
Shit, I bet. Also joining me today is my forever rival, the man himself, Matty Luther the King. How you doing today, sir?
What's up, y'all? I'm doing all right. I'm just happy to be off work. And it's NXT. It's my favorite night of wrestling for the week.
Well, we got a little bit to talk about today. Of course, it's not just any old NXT. No, sir. It is NXT Road Block.
Right.
We got some things that should be a pretty great show. Also, of course, the in-ring return of Sean Spears.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know y'all are excited about that. We'll get into all that and possibly some soon-to-be returning injured stars. But before we talk about that, there's news coming out of AEW today. Former, I believe, two-time TNT champion, Sammy Guevara, has been suspended.
Again.
That match you had with Jeff Hardy, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
He does a splash and he comes down on Hardy's head with his knees. And clearly, watching the match, something happened. And, AEW haters took it when, oh, they're never safe. And then the dieharders said, it's taken out of context, which I can't really explain how a knee to the face is taken out of context in any point.
Right.
But apparently AEW has kind of had enough of it. And Sammy Guevara has been suspended. Checking out the report from Fightful. It's you said earlier, Kenny, that it's not entirely fair. He takes all the blame.
It's not, because from the report that Fightful put out, he does, because you asked who the other person he injured. The other person he injured was Matt.
Mm-hmm.
So he's taking out both Hardys. He does have something for the Hardys. But my thing is this: from the report that you sent that we read, apparently the concussion happened before the knee.
Yes.
So if that happened, why is Sammy taking the blame if the ref and the doctors never said, "Hey, concussion protocol, don't do"?
Why is the match still going?
Match still going.
Great question.
Why is the match still going? So it looks like, from my perspective, I'm seeing this as a scapegoat for them to put the blame on Sammy instead of actually putting the blame on the people who are supposed to keep the wrestlers safe, the refs and the doctors. If this concussion happened earlier on in the match, at some point a doc should have thrown up an X. The ref should have been like, hold on, what's going on? Wait a minute, stop. Like, the match should have been stopped at that point if a concussion happened already earlier. So if Sammy isn't aware, why isn't he going to continue the match as usual?
Exactly.
Sammy
is being the scapegoat. I feel like for once he's getting fucked over in this situation. Like,
right.
Yeah, he's an athlete. Yeah, he should be able to recognize the signs of the concussion, but at the same time, he's the performer. It's up to the ref and the doctors at ringside to be the eyes and ears for the people, for the performer.
Exactly. He's in the moment. He's in the crowd.
Right. Like, you can't damn.
I mean,
bravo, Cookie.
Sammy,
bravo.
Fair shot.
That works on so many levels coming from you. Bravo, brother. Bravo.
Can't be mad at it. That's a clean shot, man. That's just yeah, fair enough. You got me. What were you saying, Matt?
Yeah, they're definitely fucking they're screwing Sammy over. It's not his fault that he couldn't recognize a concussion, but at the same, it's like he's not a doctor. That's not his job. His job is to perform.
The doctors are me and Matt. Me and Matt are the doctors.
And again, this comes out after this because this happened on the February 14th, I believe, episode of Rampage.
Yeah.
This comes out after Tony says we're the safest promotion in wrestling. You know, the week of the Jericho allegations coming out.
And it's always a Hardy that's getting jacked up, though.
Yeah. And it sucks, man, because
Sammy, unfortunately.
It is always Sammy. But
here's the thing, maybe stop putting them in programs together.
It's
clear that Sammy and the Hardys don't have good in-ring chemistry, where something is always going wrong. A spot is being missed, something. But if you noticed, okay, every time this person gets into a program or a match with this particular group, somebody always ends up getting hurt. It happened the first time. I think he hurt somebody in Private Party when they were hanging out with Matt. And then it was Matt. And now it's Jeff. Clearly, whatever training is going on within that Hardy compound or whatever the case may be, it doesn't mesh well with Sammy.
I'm not
putting them in programs.
I think it's not Sammy's fault that because they're literally saying, Sammy, it is your fault that you couldn't recognize that the person that you're performing with had a concussion. There's another person in the ring that counts to 3 that also can recognize a concussion because we just saw this a few weeks ago with Carmelo Hayes and Austin Theory. He tried that Spanish fly. He tried that Spanish fly. They instantly stopped the match, and he's already came out and said he's retiring that move. So when we did see him do that top rope Spanish fly, that was it. Him and Carmelo almost hurting themselves was the end of it. This is more of the refs, the doctors, and the Hardys. Hardys need to stop. They just need to retire. Their bump cards have been expired.
Yeah, they've been they're punched out. Yeah, no, this is not. It's not really Sammy's fault. It's dials like that happen. You know, you're never really 100% on the trajectory, but like Kenny said, and during that post, he was concussed well before that finish. Well before.
Exactly.
Like that's on the ref, and these are all referees that rep on the indie scene. So y'all should know what a concussion looks like.
But again, a lot of stuff like this has come about where the ref didn't stop the match when someone was clearly out of it. It happens a lot.
I'll give you the perfect example, Mongo. One of the very first episodes of AEW when that boy caught a concussion mid-ring against the Young Bucks, and they let the fucking match continue while this boy was laying half dead in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think. Honestly, I feel like part of it is that they don't really know how to. They don't know how to get around if something doesn't go the way it's supposed to go.
Yeah, they don't know
their improv skills are kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, they're deer in headlights. If they don't hit their mark, they're looking stupid. If something doesn't go according to plan, they're looking stupid. They don't know how to make it. They don't know how to put the ... They're just like, oh, shoot, what am I supposed to do?
Which is what the veterans are supposed to be there for to help them do.
Like Chris Jericho, when Neville tore his ACL or whatever in the ring, he was able to get disqualified or whatever to end the match. You have a Jericho there with all the other BS he's doing. He don't need to be on TV. He should be trying to teach these children and these refs what to do, because they got too many people that have worked in WWE to not be able to teach the WWE way somewhat.
I'll give you something even better than that.
Or not even the WWE way, the safe way.
Look, one way you can stop a lot of injuries from happening, AEW, house shows. The more these guys work together, the more they start to know each other. If these guys are only working with each other once a week, or let's say twice a week, if they're scheduled to be on the Wednesday slot and the Friday slot, they're only working with each other. They're only working with each other twice a week for a couple of hours. How much chemistry can you really build?
Yeah, and none of them.
WWE.
Unless you're a referee that is really, really close with the wrestler, or you have a really good chemistry with one of the wrestlers. To Kenny's point, if I'm a ref, yeah, I might be able to recognize the sign of concussion, but at the same time, if I've never worked with you all like that, I don't know if you sell it or if you got an actual concussion, because we don't have house shows, so I don't know your cell faces. I don't know your concussion phase. But I know my buddy's face. I know Sammy when he gets concussed, because I've worked with Sammy 20 times on the indie scene. But I don't know Jeff Hardy. I've only seen Jeff Hardy on TV. Like, it's a disconnect.
Exactly.
It's a big disconnect. They need to have a house show. They need to, they can't just, it sounds good in theory, but having these people all show up to okay, I'm in Louisville. Having these people to show up in Louisville Sunday, Monday, and then do promo all during the week. They basically show up to the city the week of the show, the day of the show or whatever. And then they're like, all right, go out there and kill it. No, you can't do that. You just can't do that anymore.
You touched on something, Matt. And you know what also I noticed? I don't see the reps in AEW taking bumps the way the reps in WWE do. So because the refs in WWE have taken these bumps, they're able to realize when someone has landed wrong. Oh, this person landed wrong. They were supposed to land like this. Hold on. You'll actually see the refs go up, and they're not hiding anymore. They're talking to these guys, asking, are you okay? They're really not hiding it anymore.
They really are.
If they see a bump, they'll come up yo, you good? Okay. They are not hiding that shit. No more whispering. The minute they see a bump, these motherfuckers are slipping on black gloves immediately. You okay? Are you good? And because these reps are, like I said, taking these bumps, they can see what it's not supposed to look like. So they can be like, hey, hold on. Maybe if you don't want to have the house shows like that, put your referees through the same training you do your athletes. So that way they know what the bumps are supposed to feel like, supposed to look like. So they'll know if Jeff Hardy came off the second rope and landed a certain way, they'll know, okay, he might be injured because that wasn't supposed to happen like that.
I'll give them this. I'll say this to this. This will make the point even better. The same, all the worry and everybody surrounding the ring like they had for Sting's last match, that needs to be for every match almost. Because we saw Darby go through that glass pane and he was fine.
Mongo, put this on record.
Sting did all that stuff and it was right there on stage. You good, Sting?
Ladies and gentlemen of the podcast, Mongo, March 5th, 2024, 6:32 p.m. CM Punk was right. Maybe you shouldn't use real glass.
It's it's crazy. We didn't know that was gonna happen, but all the referees out there knew that was gonna happen, and it was right there. They saw blood. They was like, "You okay, Darby?" But Jeff Hardy been hitting his in the kabong, and he just, Oh yeah, Jeff good. Jeff fine. But it's Sammy's fault.
I don't even honestly. I don't think we need to be using even safety glass if you really can avoid it, because that's still going to cut you up.
Yeah, it could.
Still going to cut you up.
Like someone brought up on the podcast, they said they were extremely lucky to do that, because even if Darby fell the right way, but glass don't care how you fall. It can nick an artery and then you dead.
Not even that. AEW, did you think about the people in the front row when you did that shit? I don't know if you know this. When glass breaks, it goes every fucking where. It shatters. Did you think about what if that shit would have hit somebody in the crowd? And if they sued y'all, guess what? They got it. They won. They run. Because y'all done fucked up. Why would you do that? Like, why?
I just need AEW to. AEW just needs to. The same way they had everybody when it's a legend like Sting, and they wanted everybody surrounding the ring to make sure he was okay. They need to keep that same energy for all of their matches.
No, I don't think CM Punk and Jack Perry kept each other's numbers. Pretty sure they were nowhere near.
CM Punk probably was watching, and he's probably like, "I see, it's what I told him."
It's I don't know. It's just I hate when people like use bad faith arguments and stuff like this, but I mean, fucking. It keeps happening, and when like concussions happen in wrestling, people get hurt.
Right.
That's not what we're saying. But when you keep letting your wrestlers continue while they are clearly out of it or injured or something, y'all have it falls on your medical staff and the refs that are supposed to keep everybody safe.
Like, it doesn't fall on the wrestler. You're basically, this is the equivalent of calling the fire department to put out the fire, and then they get on you saying, "Well, why didn't you put it out?" I can't put out a house fire. That's why I call. No. Well, Sammy, why didn't you recognize the concussion? I'm not a doctor. The ref asked him, was he okay? He said yes. What am I supposed to do? Like, even the ref can say that. Oh, I asked him, was he okay? He said yes. Then it's like the blame goes on the Jeff. Nope, blame goes on the Sammy.
Sammy's getting the shit end of the stick.
He's getting fucked over for no reason. Like, why are they just, you got, I've never, it makes no sense. Never in any type of sport with a medical staff, like in football, they're never going to blame the player they're never going to say that is the player's fault. Oh, it's the player's fault. He got a concussion. Like, no, it's not going to be the player's fault. We saw it with Tua. They got pissed off when he went back out there, saying, why didn't the doctors recognize that he had a concussion? They blamed the doctors. They didn't blame Tua. They blamed the doctors. But we out here blaming Sammy.
With Professor Romeo? That's what you trying to tell me?
And with Professor Ogilvy. He ain't even a doctor.
Yeah, no, it really is just it's not Sammy's fault. You can say what you want about Sammy about doing the dive in general, but really it's just that shit happens. Somebody needs to be there to make the call, and
they really do.
It seems like they're just not. They would rather someone just shake it off and then continue the match, and it's not. I don't want that to be the case. It's just that what we see on camera, that's what it feels like.
And they got too many many, and they got too many wrestlers in the back to not be able to know what is going on. They got too many folks back there to not know what's going on, and they need to find some other people to do it because Tito brought it up. Stop making DB everything. Stop making Bryan Danielson everything. He can't be Mr. Feeney. He can't be all of them. He can't be disciplinary committee and concussion protocol man. So he can't be telling folks they can't be cussing and all that. So they're gonna have to find some other wrestlers if they want this to be a wrestler-led type of company.
Shit, bring in Nowinski, bring in Stevie Richards, like people that have gone through this stuff before can recognize it. Something. Right. I'm with y'all. I feel bad. Sam is getting screwed on that suspension.
He really is.
Now, they did say that he had a match with Hobbs after that, and like he kind of no-sold after the match was over, and they say that might be part of it, but I don't think
no selling has never warranted a goddamn suspension.
Right.
People no sell all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Sting's goddamn career in AEW was built around no selling.
And it's crazy that Sammy is the one getting all this put on him, because if it was anywhere else, that blame would be good. Sam would be the last person getting blamed. It would be on Jeff Hardy.
It would be on their promotion. It would be the blame would be on the promotion
itself. And the refs.
If this shit happened in WWE, you better believe people would be like, "Oh, Triple H can't keep his people safe." WWE, oh, TKO. But here, now all of a sudden, it's one wrestler. Come on.
Yeah, it's
one wrestler. I'm sorry, Mark. One wrestler in a company that has had major injuries since its very opening. There's not a year that has gone by in AEW where there hasn't been a major injury with someone. Hell, Dante Martin and his brother are walking injuries.
They get hurt. AEW, I like AEW. I ain't gonna say I love it. I like AEW. There's just things that they should have already worked out. Them and these concussion issues and them not being able to recognize when folks have concussions, that's something they should have worked out in the first 6 months.
That's been an issue since day one. And again, like you said, we don't dislike AEW. We just talked about yesterday how they had a fantastic pay-per-view on Sunday.
It was
incredible show.
Amazing show.
One of my favorite pay-per-views from them ever. I think is incredible.
Listen, Ospreay versus Take a Shitter goes down as one of the contended candidates for match of the year for me.
Yeah, that was incredible. I mean, it's just that we just want to see it handled better, and so far we haven't seen anything as viewers.
Right. This was not the way. This wasn't how you come off of AEW's on a high note. We're like, yeah, Sting, I had a great show. Sting retired. Y'all doing the damn thing. This. Like why would you come out with this? I would have not even announced it. I would have just had him not on TV. And he could have just shown back up to not even have the bad PR at this point. Because now you just look stupid.
Right now, what they've done now is instead of shifting, what they wanted to do was shift the focus to Sammy, but instead AEW, by like Matt said, by you opening your fucking mouth and saying, "Oh, this is Sammy's fault," people aren't saying, "Yeah, it is Sammy's fault." No, they're looking at you now. By you putting the blame on somebody else, you second-handedly is catching all the backlash from this. You wanted to put the blame on somebody else, and we're like, nah, bro, it ain't him. It's you.
Like,
And
they could have not
Sammy's
said anything.
he's the easy one to blame because they know he's caused problems before, so it's kind of like
Right.
he's an easy scapegoat. This
Mm-mm.
falls on backstage. This falls on whoever you have there that's your medical. It falls on again like a ref to notice when something's not right. It's not Sammy's fault. But we can talk more about this on Thursday. We got to get into NXT.
Oh yeah.
The NXT Road Block is tonight. There is according to a few sources, it looks like we're going to be seeing an injured star returning soon. Not really a surprise. Sol Ruka is about ready to come back. So we've been seeing the vignettes for her in the sand. You know, the "See you soon."
Oh yeah.
That's clearly for Sol Ruka.
Okay.
Hopefully.
I mean, I'm asking a serious question now. Other than a very select few who are true NXT fans, because not a lot of people still aren't watching NXT like they were before, realistically, except for a very select few, like this group, maybe a couple of other groups. Has Soul really been a crowd favorite? Like, we enjoy it because we're like, yo, this girl is really athletic. She has the it factor. She can do something. Has she been a crowd favorite enough for them to do the vignettes about her coming back and making a whole big deal about her coming back? Has she been a crowd favorite like that?
I think so, and it's because first off, it's the same crowd every time, so they've gotten used to seeing Soul. But also, people were going crazy for her new finish that she only got to do for like a month and a half before she got injured. The like jump up the turnbuckle spinning RKO that she does.
Oh yeah, like springboard RKO type thing. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I think she was getting a lot of momentum behind her, and it sucks that that she's been out for pretty much a whole year. April, I think, was when she got injured. So
it's like
it's close.
Right when she got injured, it was Tiffy time. So like we got distracted pretty good. Like soon as she got hurt. Yeah, like they were on a collision course, I think, to like kind of face off, and then boom, she got hurt and she was gone.
And what I'm worried about is, and we talked about AEW's injury problems. NXT has a very bad injury issue where I don't know if it's their strength and conditioning people. I don't know what the problem is, but people are coming back and re-injuring the things that they hurt. Nikita Lyons and Cora Jade just came back and just got injured again.
I think a lot of it has to do with certain maneuvers that they keep wanting to try. Like Nikita, we all know you can do. We all know you have a martial arts background and you can do a split. Stop doing that leg drop into split thing. Because every time you do that shit, you tear something. Stop doing that move.
Oh, it's hilarious how wrestling Twitter has turned on her now. They don't even care about her. They know they know what she is. They know she's this ass.
Yeah,
literally.
Nikita's one. I don't know how much longer she'll be around. But they wanted to push her, and for the first time before she got hurt, it was working.
Yep,
it was working. But now that I think once she got injured, like the magic kind of fell off.
Yeah,
and people started to see more of what she posted online, and maybe somebody else. Maybe we'll go with somebody else.
I think Sol Ruka she'll be great for their division because, like I've always said, their division is pretty just even for the most part. Everybody's kind of really at everybody's level, so it'll be awesome. I can't wait to see her versus Kalani Jordan because I feel like Kalani Jordan is the new her.
Yeah, you 500% right on that. So that's why I'm wondering, like, how much momentum is she gonna have when they found a younger, newer version model of her, and she ain't even old.
Right. HBK
As
just
as long as she can still do what she was doing before,
yeah, as long as she can do flippy shit,
the
her
the
Pilates
the,
gonna
the
be
ways
flipping all
the
over the
ways
place.
the ways that she would dodge things and like split to like get in position for stuff, like that was great. But after this injury, it was a pretty rough. It was a pretty rough injury. You wonder if she'll be the same again. It was what, a torn ACL that
Mm-hmm.
that she did. And anybody that has any kind of knee problems knows once you like have a bad tear like that, where you got to be out for a while, your knee is. It doesn't matter how great of that surgery is. It doesn't matter how good the surgeon is. Whatever. Your leg does not feel
The same.
as structurally sound. It doesn't
Oh
feel the
yeah,
same.
and you
Even
never
if it's
feel
supposed to be
right.
better. Even if it's supposed to be better in your head, you are thinking, I just felt a little pop. Did that just tear again? Like you get
Mhm.
worried about it. So I hope things go well for her. I think she's great, but we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's get into the actual NXT card, and then we'll call it a day. Right now, yeah. So yeah, Sean Spears is going to be in action, which I'm sure we're all looking forward to. We're gonna have an asylum match between Dijak and Joe Gacy. Which
Yes.
man, at first I didn't give a shit about that feud, but I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see where this goes.
Let's go, Dijak.
I need Gacy on this one. I need Gacy with a win on this one, and I need it to be the most craziest type of win ever, like busting Dijak in the head with a flower pot. Like I need it to be something wild.
Not
bro.
Mitch. Not Mitch. Not again.
Man, I don't even care because that. Hey, I like both of them. Gacy, this has made Gacy like the Mick Foley of NXT. I like it. And Dijak is basically just like super in shape, big boss man.
That's
Fair. We got
big
NXT Tag Team
boss man with the
Championship.
Matt Cardona a dye job on the beard.
That's not a great look.
Big boss man that calls everybody bitches.
He does like to call people bitches. Yeah. The NXT Tag Team Championship, we got the Wolf Dogs defending against Chase U. Now, originally I was like, the Wolf Dogs are about to stomp, clearly. But with Braun being on SmackDown now,
just murdering folks in 10 seconds.
Yeah, because Braun, who was it? Zion Quinn last week?
Yeah.
First was Dante Chen. Last week was Zion. Zion Quinn didn't even get a chance to move.
I was like, I hope he didn't even take a shower because I would have been like, man, what? Nah.
It was like, I think it was 5.5 seconds was how long that match was. So,
soon as that bell rang, that damn Steiner zoomed across the ring and mowed his ass over.
Bruh, I missed the match. I was over here doing something.
If you blinked, you would have missed the match.
Right. I'm like, I had my head down. I'm like, whatever. And I was like, oh my God. Like,
if you sneezed, if you coughed, if you had a bad fart, you had to like kind of twitch on, like you missed the entire thing.
I looked, that's literally, I was like, just like, ding. What? It's over?
Bruh. The speed that Braun got across that ring, I don't even think knew he was getting hit with that spear that quick. Like I'm pretty sure they told him, okay, this is gonna be a squash match or whatever the case may be. I'm pretty sure he told them that, and it's gonna be quick. I didn't think that he thought it was gonna be that quick, cause literally, bell went ding, pow. Like as soon as the ringing left your ear from the bell, the ref was already counting 3.
It literally was. I was just like, okay, like something about these guys named Braun. They love having squash matches.
It's good. It's good. They're introducing them to new fans.
Oh
let him
yeah, I
beat the
love
shit out of
it.
people. Like let him do it for 3 months. You know, after the first month of it, he matches last about 5 minutes. Then you can have higher,
Right.
but like let him just beat the shit out of people.
It's a good way as
Let him pull a
we're
Mike
going into
Tyson.
WrestleMania. Like, there's
Pull a
so
Mike
much stuff
Tyson
going on with WrestleMania, with the WrestleMania build. Bronze matches make perfect sense. It's like, hey, this dude's just whooping ass. Boom, 5 seconds. Like, it made sense for Friday. Rock took up all that time. Braun killed somebody in 3 seconds.
Let's see, trying to where the hell did I put it? Here we go. We also have the women's tag team championship. The Kabuki Warriors defending against Lyra Valkyria and Tatum Paxley. We're probably going to finally get, that relationship breaking apart. I'm assuming, maybe not, but
Right.
I mean, how much longer can we do the Tatum Lyra stalker best friend thing? Like it's,
Yeah,
I think it's kind of run its course.
I was about to say it's already ran its course. I'm shocked they're even getting this tag title shot.
And no offense, neither are as hot as Mickey and Trish was when they did it. So it's not working out.
I'm just over Lyra at this point. I'm ready for her to pass that title on to someone.
I was never. I didn't understand how she got it in the first place. Like, what made her the person that they decided to take it off of Becky?
I think that was the thing. Was like, wow, okay? I guess you think she's ready, because I think we were all thinking it was either gonna be Tiffany getting it back, or like maybe Cora would win it, or because Cora coming back, she would have been ready. But good thing it didn't happen because she got hurt.
Right.
And Tiffany, they were ready. They were planning to just bring up immediately after she lost it. So I guess out of what was left over, it was either Lyra or you do Roxanne again, which I guess I'd rather you have Lyra do it. In NXT UK, Lyra had this like mystique about her. Like she comes out with all this stuff with like her feathers and shit, and it looks fine. But in NXT UK, she was fucking teleporting. Like she was like appearing in spots that her opponents didn't know where she was. She was watching from the raft. She was watching from like rafters or from a different part of the set. She was kind of ominous and a little scary. That did not transfer when she came over to NXT. So I think she's really good. I don't know right now who is being set up to get the belt.
That's the thing. I think that they maybe should have had a lower tier main roster person beat Becky on a surprise win and have that person be the champion in NXT, because at least that person has main roster experience, a name, and a person that's slightly above the level of the NXT talent that's there, which would cause the rest of the talent to rise up. Because like Matt said, the whole division is pretty much on an even playing field. Even the champion is on an even playing field. So if you had somebody from the main roster come down, they'll be, slightly higher, which will then cause you to force someone to up their game to become the next challenger. Because, like you said, Mongo, who is the next person? It's like, okay, do you give it to Waldo, or do you give it to Waldo? Like, it's like the same. It's
the NXT has women that are like, we like Thea, Gigi and JC. Roxanne's good. They've got a few others like Kalani Jordan, Lash. Who's that one that's with OTM right now?
Miss Parker.
Parker's already getting a lot of love. Like there's a lot of talent there. It's just there's nobody built up to like be a contender right now. It's kind of I don't know who it's going to be. So I guess we're going to do Lyra Tatum, and then we go from there. But I don't know. We're also going to see finally on this card, the winner faces Ilya Dragunov at Stand and Deliver. It's going to be Tony D'Angelo versus Carmelo Hayes. Now, according to this report, as of 4:00, Trick was not in the building and was not scheduled to be in the building. So I'm pretty sure he's just not there right now. Because this is why else would you do this match?
Right.
And not have Trick fuck it up so Don can win. Like, that has to happen. Like, what the hell?
Because they shot me when Tony D'Angelo stood up last week. Because as soon as he stood up, I said, okay, that makes perfect sense. You're giving Dragunov a fresh challenger for the perfect tagline, Stand and Deliver. So we don't have to sit through Dragunov Mello again. But so I am looking forward to seeing Tony. I'm ready to see what he is gonna do. Because he's been stuck on that tag team for so long. So now he's getting to graduate to a singles match.
I mean, he's
been good. I'm ready to see singles him. I mean, the man beat Ciampa.
Yeah. I still hate that, but yeah, he did. We'll see. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. I'm with y'all. Trick kind of has to be there for this. I'm assuming this is the main event. I guess we're gonna have probably Gacy be the opener because they like to just let the crazy shit start the show, which they should. So they should.
Yeah, it's either them or they ain't gonna make the Kabuki Warriors come out first.
No. Kabuki Warriors probably is like the 9:00 match.
Right.
They're not. They're definitely not losing because they got a title match next Monday.
Oh yeah, so, they're not losing that either. So just +6.
Yeah, folks. I think that'll do it for us. You can follow us at facebook.com/UnderTheRingPod and twitch.tv/UnderTheRingPod. You can also find us at Linktree/UnderTheRingPod, where you will see all of our links. Of course, I'm at Greg Bush SK. Letting out some more articles lately, so you can go click on those and give me a little bit of money. Cha-ching. We got Mr. Rivers at Rock Rivers 44. We've got the teacher man Mike.
We'll be posting the pictures that I took at Hog this weekend very shortly, so be on the lookout for those, folks.
There you go. We got Mr. Freshbeard, Mike Jones. We've got my forever rival, the man himself, at The Right Answer. We got Street Team Captain in the comments, Tito at Borea Maliente. And last but not least, our good friend and local news correspondent, Justin B. Baxley. Folks, thank y'all so much for joining us. Hope you'll have a wonderful Tuesday night. Watch some NXT, watch some crazy Jack bullshit, whatever it's going to be. It's going to be fun. We'll be back tomorrow, reviewing AEW, talk about the pay-per-view, all that shit. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock tomorrow. Good night.
What up, Frank Thomas?
ID.